gives. Why is it that for the past day and a half, pretty much, we've been stagnating, okay? And the reason being is we're at crucial support, okay? This is crucial support right here that Bitcoin is at, right? And it's basically the top of this range, and this range was our wave 4 moving up. I said this yesterday, okay? Now, more than that, zooming out a bit on the 4-hourly, we see that where we're at right now, at this very moment, was crucial resistance turned support turned resistance. Okay, so it's a very, very important level, right? This 42K level. I believe, given this, once we breach specifically about 41.8 or 41.7, we will see a big dump, because between 41.7, 41.8, and the next support is pretty much nothing. I don't see anything in this 8-9%, right? I don't see anything in this range to stop price from just going down, okay? And that's what I'm seeing. Hello, everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is February 13th, 2022, and Bitcoin is looking like it's just stalled. Now, we shouldn't be surprised, and I've repeated this on previous occasions. 80 to 90% of the time, price action is ranging. It's consolidating, okay? The other sort of 10 to 15% of the time, it may be trending, either up or down, okay? So this is to be expected. And this is actually a good thing, because when we're talking about these assets, right, these securities, whatever you want to call them, or in the case of crypto, maybe not securities, you don't want them to be so volatile that they're constantly trending in one direction or another, right? You want them to have a discrete value. So we say we don't like it when we're trading it and we want our targets to hit or whatever. We want some action, but at the same time, we want a relatively stable, relatively sort of non-hyper volatile asset to cash out on, or to store value in the case of Bitcoin. So, that's just my 2 cents. If you are impatient in this price action because you're exposed in a trade, I would urge you to exercise patience, because that's really when you start winning, when you can just relax and see your trade plan through. Okay, so what's the trade plan? What the hell is Bitcoin doing? I believe, if you're subscribed to the channel, what I've said in previous episodes remains true. Okay, so we're on the hourly chart, and we're looking at what seems to be a declining or a falling trend, okay? And what I'm seeing with Bitcoin is a little different than what I'm seeing with Ethereum or with Litecoin, okay? I tend to compare all of those, as you may already know. They have large market dominance, right? Meaning they comprise a large percentage of the total crypto markets. So I compare the price action of all three. However, what I see in Ethereum and Litecoin, and I'll show you in a second, is slightly different than what I see in Bitcoin, although I see all three going down, okay? In Bitcoin, once again, I'm seeing this as a wave 1 to the downside, okay? I see this as wave 2 coming up here, retesting the bottom support of this channel. And actually, I see wave 3 coming down here, okay? Let's just draw this now and then move here. I see wave 3 coming down here at our support around 38 to 39K, okay? This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing us still being in wave 3, and we all know wave 3 tends to be the most impulsive, tends to be the fastest or the largest of the waves. It doesn't have to be the largest, but it just can't be the smallest. That's what I'm seeing in Bitcoin. So your questions to me probably are, Dean, if this is wave 3, and wave 3 is meant to be the most impulsive of the waves, it's meant to be the largest, or usually the largest of the waves, then what gives? Why is it that for the past day and a half, pretty much, we've been stagnating, okay? And the reason being is we're at crucial support, okay? This is crucial support right here that Bitcoin is at, right? And it's basically the top of this range, and this range was our wave 4 moving up. I said this yesterday, okay? Now, more than that, zooming out a bit on the 4-hourly, we see that where we're at right now, at this very moment, was crucial resistance turned support turned resistance. Okay, so it's a very, very important level, right? This 42K level. I believe, given this, once we breach specifically about 41.8 or 41.7, we will see a big dump, because between 41.7, 41.8, and the next support is pretty much nothing. I don't see anything in this 8-9%, right? I don't see anything in this range to stop price from just going down, okay? And that's what I'm seeing. Again, once we breach 41.7 or 41.8, I expect that explosive price action to the downside, okay? Do I think that's it? No. So I think that once we get to this support around 38 to 38.9, or sorry, between 38 and 39, okay, and that 38 to 39 is essentially the neckline of this structure right here, okay? I've said this before. It's clear support, right? And it's confluent with the idea that the wave 3 of an Elliott wave impulse extends on average to between the 1,618 and the 2 Fibonacci extension of the one wave, okay? So if we said that this was indeed the one wave, we see the 1,618 and the 2 Fibonacci extension lie between 38,000 and 39,000. Again, we have confluence on this support. So I'm seeing, once this complex correction, whatever it is, probably a 333 WXYXZ correction, once it's finished, I'm seeing Bitcoin coming impulsively to this 38.39 level. Once we hit this 38.39 level, I anticipate a quick wave 4 correction. Quick, relatively quick, because wave 2, well, I don't know. Wave 2 may have been relatively simple, so it may be another complex correction. I mean, we've had 1, 2, 3. I would say this was a complex correction, but this may be even more complex. So we've had complex correction after complex correction after complex correction. That being said, I do not see that this is the end. I think that we have one more small leg down after this, okay? And before, I was saying that I saw Bitcoin coming to 30K or making a new lower low. I still think that. Oh, and another thing about this analysis that I think is interesting is that if we did come here and find support here for wave 3 and then go up for wave 4 a slight bit and come back down, let's say we came up for wave 4 like this, came back down for wave 5, look where wave 5 would find support. exactly, and if you can measure it, you would basically take the distance, the inverse 1618, right? That's how you measure wave 5 with Elliott wave. The inverse 1618 of wave 4 gives you wave 5. Look where that ends up. Almost exactly right on our 3-month support, right? This diagonal line, if you recall, is 3 months of support because it served as 3 months of resistance in our downtrend. And let's just prove that really quickly for those of you who are newly subscribed. Welcome. And here's what I'm trying to show you here, right? We were in a downtrend for pretty much 86 days straight. And this line on the log scale should be on the log scale because it's representing price action from 69K all the way down to 33K. This line represented our resistance, right? When we're under it. Now it's going to be our support, and the wave 5, if this analysis is accurate, right? Our wave 3 comes down, finds support around 38 to 39K. Wave 4 goes up a bit. Wave 5 comes down just to touch that 3-month support. That would be, quite nice. I'm not saying it will happen, but I'm saying that's probable. That's highly likely given, just using regular support and resistance. All right. So I wanted to point that out. Let's go back on the hourly time frame. Let's see. And where was I? I was saying how, this is what I'm likely seeing, right? So the idea of this big wave down finding support at this neckline is our next big move from what I'm seeing. Okay, that's our next big move. And again, wait for the break of 41.8, 41.7, between 41.8 and 41.7. If that breaks, all bets are off for Bitcoin still ranging in this complex correction. All right. Now, let's corroborate this this analysis with what we see in Litecoin and Ethereum really quickly, okay? So, first, Ethereum. In Ethereum, I'm seeing something a little different, and this is what I hinted at in the beginning of the video. It's not completely different in that I'm seeing, Ethereum skyrocketing or anything like that. No, I'm still seeing Ethereum in a downtrend. I'm still seeing the next big move, 8 to 9%, right? But I'm seeing Ethereum in a wave 4, right? And I'm seeing Ethereum in a what do we call it? A leading diagonal or a diagonal, right? I'm seeing that this wave 5 is this C wave is a diagonal. I guess it would be an ending diagonal. It can't be a leading diagonal. It has to be an ending diagonal. And ending diagonals occur in 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing in Ethereum. Why? Because if this were like Bitcoin in wave 3 and this was wave 2 of 3, we just don't have enough runway. We just don't have enough runway. And that being said, I think it's more likely that this is in some way 33333. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. So I'm seeing this as wave 1 being 3 waves, wave 2 being 3 waves, wave 3 probably being 3 waves like this, wave 4 being 3 waves like that. So let's put wave 3. Yeah, wave 3 is about there. And then wave 5 being 3 waves. So that's what I'm seeing in Ethereum. I'm waiting for 3 more waves to the downside to complete wave 5. And again, I'm looking for wave 5 to end up basically the downtrend to find major support at the neckline of this structure right here. Okay, and that comes to in Ethereum about 26.5, around there, right? We can wick down a little bit below, but I'm seeing that is going to be the major support of this downtrend for Ethereum. Okay, and in Litecoin, similarly, I'm seeing an ending diagonal, right? A diagonal impulsive structure, right? I'm not seeing a linear impulsive structure. And one of the reasons I'm not seeing a linear impulsive structure is that these wave 4, this purported wave 4 is way beyond the 382 retracement vis-a-vis wave 2's top, okay? That's number one. Number two, it just seems as if, what's the other reason? It just doesn't, I don't see, yes. In Bitcoin, we had a big wick in wave 2, right? Let me just show you really quickly, and this is important. There's one thing in Bitcoin that tells me that it can't be a diagonal, and here it is. All right. If you zoom in, and let's go on a 15-minute time frame, smaller time frames, you can see this. If you zoom in, you see this. This can't be a standalone 5-wave structure unless we have this can't be a standalone 5-wave structure right here, meaning all of wave 3. This couldn't be wave 3. This has to be wave 2 because it's the first retracement after the initial downtrend, right? And we had 5 waves down, so this has to be wave 2. If this is wave 3, it's extremely short, okay? And the issue with this is right here, this retracement was far too intense for it to be standalone wave 3. That's why I think that we're just in the middle of wave 3. This is wave 2 of this first wave of wave 3. That's why I'm seeing that. That's why I'm reading at it as such. Okay, and then the other issue is, why am I not reading this the same as Litecoin and Ethereum as diagonals? It's just the math doesn't add up when you do basic support and resistance. Like, you have way too much room here to make up for this to be a diagonal, okay? So that's why I'm not seeing this as a diagonal. It's just too stretched out, if that makes any sense. And back to Litecoin to wrap everything up. And if you watched until this point, thank you very much for watching until the end. This is exactly why I'm seeing Ethereum, or this is exactly what I'm seeing in Ethereum, right? I'm seeing 3-wave structures throughout, designating an ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm expecting 3 waves more to the downside, okay? And I think that this will fulfill our retracement, our brief retracement, right? To a neckline. Right here, you see that. We're coming back to the neckline of these structures here where we consolidated for a move up. So here is where I anticipate price to come. So that's what I'm seeing on the charts. That's what I'm seeing in Bitcoin. That's what I'm seeing in Ethereum. That's what I'm seeing in Litecoin. I'm still in my short, still waiting for that big move. What I think is the third wave in Bitcoin. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm seeing. Trade safe, my friends, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.